Today now Wednesday. Well, some man already don't enter Thursday. Because YouTube, when I dey inside Thursday already. As time wey we dey right now, YouTube is not left better again. No. And we don't say by Sunday, I know say we go hit the 100,000. We just need 60. Now I know more we need, not so beaucoup. 60 subscribers, we reach 100,000. You say for that Facebook. You dey follow me na YouTube. Facebook, na 410,000 all the fans on Facebook. Today, YouTube, we dey struggle for each 100,000. But una only can na YouTube, una thank you. You don't subscribe na YouTube, thank you. Just make low knock the 100,000. That's all. But they work na only work. Even though some man na corner yai na I dey see you dey watch corner yai. I see you. But low they go no more. Today we will look inside the new directive from Judiciary of Sierra Leone. Judiciary of Sierra Leone under Chief Justice, a look one take the fight against the drugs better one. But I fambulem. Human rights, lawyer society, they look they frown per waiting judiciary one for do. Well, we go lay on a table. Yes, the Chief Justice under a directive waiting is say for begin for happen this December from December 1 inside. Then case the way for do drugs. Salono Sabiso for this kind of a law. We dey can watch the. Yes. We dey can look the. And wait again. Well, before cow that one day, EDSA. You don't so not talk about it like but blackout then out tete. But don't worry you not get meter, you say for a meter. EDSA gets information for you. Wait till EDSA will make you know. This is a quick one. EDSA want for inform the general public for say officially they don't discontinue the sale of electricity meter through the former accredited vendor when a Holy Technology Limited, Leone and Elite Solution. EDSA say they not buy meter from there again. Holy Technology Limited, Leone and Elite Solution. EDSA say make you not buy meter from them. In fact, they know they give a meter for sale again. Effective forthwith from now on. EDSA want for make the meter purchase and installation process available and then go charge a modest connection fee we go cover purchase and installation. Single phase 1,500 for the meter. Inside it, then go install them for you. 3-phase meter 2,500. How many be there person now? Aye. Maybe that's why I get the own price. Additionally, customers are required to pay inspectorate fee. Yeah, Papa God. Now, lick big English paramo. 150 leos to a certified electrical contractor when I ain't gonna be responsible for ascertain the integrity and the readiness of the customer in house before the final meter installation. EDSA, why una no put the 150, 110 inside the meter money? I mean, una say installation and everything. Why una not add the 150 day? So possibly una assign the person say, oh, well, now you get for go to Yabum. Yeah. Say now you go to Yabum, yeah? Or now you go to Yebu. Or now you get for go to Mata. I go parler de Mata de. But in fact, EDSA not do that. They say they go charge you additionally for inspectorate fee. Then say if you encounter any problem, now for contact EDSA. When you don't apply, what see you get for need for apply? Valid form of identification, such as a copy of your national ID card. Okay, and not bad. Driver's license. Okay, it's that. Passports. It's anomics. Driver's license, passports, national ID. Then they recognize them, including 2 passport size photographs. Usa you go buy the meter. Until they sometimes they bill you small abule. So now make they bring discount to you notice. Yeah. All potential customers for deposit the meter money na the operational areas na Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. Na bank you dey go pay for your meter. EDSA no wale go pay to the register. Them man them give mass the money. Even the way they na bank their account there, they sabi direct the money back. For Yampi business. Then put the account number there. Hey, want? Fena, he didn't impress with this. Customer forget the application form. You can go na the area. Then get na Shaka Saving Street 36, Campbell Street 28, SLBC compound at Godrich, the Wellington substation. You can get meter form the day. Western area rural. Well, Waterloo the substation by the military barracks at Benguma. Yes, you can get form day. If na the provincial area you there, well, you can go na Botong, number 1 Hospital Road, Kenema, number 3 Shore Avenue, Potsloko, 10 Waterworks Road, Cambia, Malal Village. Okay. Lunge, Main Old Airport Ferry Road, Baboka, TDC Road. If you want meter, inside the network also, and then you get for go, buy the form. EDSA management, they encourage customer them for make you report any case of illegal meter purchase outside wetin I don't tell you so. And then they assure, say, then get enough meter if you go. Then say meter no day. No say na you kill, they won't play you. EDSA say then get enough meter. EDSA una sure? Waterloo, person go there last week, then say meter no day. Yes. Then say meter no day. Meter? The form me. Because the form now they take get for like get the meter. So then they sit down and tell you say meter no day. But then they tell you say they able to get am private and if they get am quick for double the amount. Yes. Salon na uno de help we safe. Not for said no. When you go then they say form no dey. Then I did it, they say this form yourself where they come from. You know say na then 2 months before they get meter, eh? But I am for help you inside 2-3 days you dey get meter. Yes, that's what they do am. Now so in the answer work money. Then say answer no. Now I mean and they say, if pussy one sweet talk you for make then say let you report. Any incident of selling meters, installing them above the price, EDSA say then go prosecute. EDSA, una gonna Waterloo. Una say go make like so una dey buy. Una send person, una send undercover. Una prove me wrong or right. Yes. Then they una Waterloo. Oh. This initiative, EDSA said then they do them for reduce the financial burden. EDSA said then yes or yet. Financial burden they want reduce them by you the customer because they already know say they get for liquid blackout anyway. So I then go punish you two side. And say they want for do them. While they guarantee accurate billing, fairness, and improve service delivery. EDSA say they remain committed then team up Tranga one for deliver transparent and sustainable electricity service where they meet the growing needs of Salon people them. Okay. EDSA udai. Una say no say una no mean this one una right so. But I bet yourself because first day una get something una be the right to me una be the ulon pa. But una don't left for right standing, which is good. So you want me turn at the order too? Then when the way can go and say you want form and say form done. EDSA say then get enough, yeah? So then go tell you say no worry you. That EDSA you need to take 2 months. Will they help you? Then double the price say they get on tomorrow. EDSA say they no do am. Alright. Before going inside judiciary, Moses Morris said Tripoli I pay 3,000 lions for single face meter na Waterloo couple of weeks ago. I just tell una Moses Morris not confirm her. I tell una say na so then they do na Waterloo. Na so then they do the bra. I not tell una na just say then they double the price. That's what they do. Salon police don't get drone where they fire tear gas. Okay. You know it as you dey sleep. I say Salon police say they don't get drone where they fire tear gas. Salon police don't need again for the Kenya that they make a no. That they don't done. Yes. Salon police gets new equipment when a drone where they fire tear gas. Tear gas firing drone. Is it? If they sabi fire, huh? Y'all let it land by you? Okay. Salon police say they can't wait for test the road. Salon police get for test and drone. Ah, if you make careless, salon police test that drone de pa you. Ain't that so? You see, I need to talk safe. I tell you what they say word long. I tell you say, salon police, they unveil, then display, then drone, where they fire tear gas. So some people they say, parole ti na drone una go buy, and una gonna give una personnel the rest. This and that, say what you they talk. What see they can't talk say, parole this, parole that. Salon police also don't get new uniform. Look the drone. You don't see it inside box. The fire in drone. The tear gas fire in drone. That wait. When that drone when they be displayed, when they say they get for the use for the CHRDI medicine and go na they hard to reach areas. If you buy this drone, I don't say na I don't say na imo. I say FIBA. This not to medicine in the drop. This that tear gas that in the drop. Now tear gas in the drop. It is fire tear gas. Ha! How do I even know? Anyway, let me run quick. Go na police headquarters. Let's see him, yeah? Watch.
I saw it. Uniform business get for 3 hours. They get for so much security business. So when we provide information, we therefore be careful which information we make go to the public and which information we will keep. But I will make a very clear here. If for any obvious reason anybody wants additional information outside this press conference, we get the media officer to go through they will show you to the right person where you give you certain or further information. But for the purpose of this press conference, we have a limit which information we send out. Because certain people that get their information strategy, we know the one for letter information. So remember they talk about quantity in the very first place. We will just tell you for the different type of uniforms. The camouflage uniform for SWAT. These are like a special officers there. We get special class. You can see the uniform. You go, let's raise the top. So you see that black combat. They stand for the SWAT team. And they get that helmet day. They get the ankle and shoulder pads. Then there are quite a lot of other things we do alongside that kind of uniform. Now the very first step for me, salon police will get this kind of supply. Ever better. There are quite a lot of other devices, other things that we go, but because of security reasons, we just leave it as it is. Then facing caps, baguettes, facial mask, leather belts, knee and elbow pads, tactical gloves, goggles, helmets, bulletproof plate for specialty. Okay. Sponge food in bed. Then the one as for deployment, you can leave them bed with the food or easy deployment. No, we just camouflage uniform, facing caps, tactical belts. 2 categories for the specialty and for the regular OSTs. So these are the uniforms. You will see the books alike, and they and you get the desert boots, you get the black boots. So that's it for the uniform. The drone in and black here. You can see. This like the drone. We get two where we have procure. And the drone there, you know, and that really get the ability of flying long distance. The property and access. That's really how many everybody like very
They are own now. We don't set
You don't see the drone? Eh? You don't see, eh? Salon police say they know they tell we Amos uniform. They say for security reasons. Anti-corruption. ACC. But then if Salon police don't tell we safe, when I need for cross check, Amos uniform we come. Eh? They say that 2 drone then get. The drone then tell we Amos 2. But the uniform, they say because of security reasons, they not go tell we Amos uniform. But we already know the police force, the number. Una sabi? How uniform una carry it? Get security concern if una tell we the number. No, not super bad though. Not super bad. Since they say they'll be transparent, it just too. But the gun and tell say not true. But they say uniform and they tell we Amos because of security reasons. Uniform. SCC. But there una help go check Amos uniform we come and Amos then be procure. Not so bad. We just want let no say the mommy money if I come out. That's all. That's all. If them for tell we that security concern, all I know they when I go tell ACC. Let them tell ACC. I tell them go be say no wait. You go turn them boss then. You go turn the boss then. Then 50 boss there, 30 day. In fact, not all in a road safe again. But all of them be say them buy spare parts then. Eh? Paul? Okay. Alright. Man, Musa said that the drone serve them for be keep secrets. No. They show you the drone so that when they say Kuskas, when you go see her up the year, you not go fit to say now video they want video you. But I see something they come up, they come into shiki. Eh. Man, Musa said they will keep the drone secret, then they tell we the uniform. So police tell we the drone say that sue them procure. But the uniform, they say they need tell we Amos. So now I make her just get a feeling say, well, if they not tell we, let them tell ACC Amos uniform. We come. And Amos them be procure. It's pas bad though. Because some of Ufambule will just show uniform for them. So no know if this one get for do for all man. Even the officer they dey upline, not so the one they now sit no more. Because it I see, like the uniform they wake up, they invest heavy on the tactical gears them. Yes. You know say election they come. Salon police they prepare. Yeah, the tactical gears them. And say oh this stuff for the SWAT. I don't know say Salon police get SWAT team. Oh. I don't say that Benghazi team then get. But then say then get SWAT team. Okay. The military. How now they do? Oh, I forget. When they try for build new city first. Yeah, when they work hand in hand with Ministry of Lands. So when I know they NTI it. Oh, okay. There you go. Men Musa say, well, like he said, they get uniform for all man. But in a I said they talk because of security reasons. Eh? So, Anayana Saloon. Let's go to judiciary. Yeah? Let's go to judiciary. This time memorandum. Eh? Better come and say that one day. About 2038 because I don't nobody know the protest. Alright. But Salon police get for tester mo. They get for tester first. Let them know if they work. I don't know man I dem plan for tester. It come up from the Honorable Chief Justice. It go to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, the Director of Public Prosecution, all the judges them, all the magistrates them, and the Master and Registrar. Practice direction. Practice direction. Yeah? Salon police say practice direction. Salon police? Tripoli, mass break. Judiciary of Sierra Leone, the Chief Justice. This practice direction, what you for they do now? We they do them in response to the illegal production, distribution, and the use of drugs pursuant to the National Drugs Control Act of 2008. National Drugs Control Act in NDCA. So if you hear say NDCA, no say no more na the Drug Control Act, yeah, the national one. Who send these directives for begin? This practice direction, this new tune for begin do. If for begin one term, December 1st, 2025, until I tell una say for stop. The Chief Justice. Until I tell una say for stop. But one term, una for begin am. Wetin are the thing? Number 1. All charges wey relate to drugs and drugs related offense pursuant to the National Drugs Control Act of 2008 shall be concluded in the High Court. Then case then there, na High Court na in the close am. That is number 1. They come out from the Chief Justice. Yeah? Number 2. No bail shall be granted to defendants charged with offense pursuant to the National Drugs Control Act of 2008. Here, no bail. No bail. Because today human rights people, they say, no bail. No bail shall be granted to defendants charged with offense pursuant to the National Drugs Control Act of 2008, serving in accordance with Section 76, subsection 1 of the Criminal Procedure Act number 8 of 2024. No bail. Number 3. Well, we for do speedy trial of all drugs and drugs related matters. Number 4. All the courts them when they deal with drugs and drugs related matter, then can also sit down on Saturdays. Yes. For push and quick. Saturday safe. Then forget court session. Number 5. Custodial sentence shall be given to defendant found guilty of offenses under the National Drugs Control Act of 2008. Number 6. If they find you guilty of offense under Section 7(8)(c) of the National Drugs Control Act of 2008, you shall be sentenced to prison not less than 30 years. Yeah? If they find you guilty now, salon, because December 1 don't pass. The Chief Justice say the least sentence we forget na 30 years. The least 30 years then they leak by you. You na first time offender, second time offender, third time offender. A like na sweet talk you say about there all this go tayanda. What's then catch you? You guilty. What's then they 30 years clean. Now you dey go. New directives. Yeah. Dated 1st of December 2025. Signed Honorable Chief Justice Komba Commander. Yes. Komba Commander. The Chief Justice signed this. If you know Sabia, 90s. 30 years minimum. That woman will catch na Prince of Wales. This school. It is sell cookery, but under the cookery, it is sell kush inside school compound. Yes, at 30 years na in the liquor. 30 years. No mercy. No play. If you play, you're going to learn. Yes. You're going to learn if you play. And now, no play. However, let's start with Abdul Fatoma. Yes, CHRDI. CHRDI gets something for say, but this. CHRDI saying the judiciary an essential institution in a democratic state, they agree, Panani, where they serve as a cornerstone of democracy and the rule of law. That is true. One of the fundamental role now for ensure say the law, they uphold them and align them with the Constitution. I tell you, say Abdul Fatoma of CHRDI, and then they write soon. we go protect individual rights while also then they check executive power. So if the president, the executive one for drunk with power, you get the judiciary for tell and say, Mass Sunday, Olande, no jump. So therefore, judiciary not for abuse the power where they give them. Yes, the power where the constitution give the judiciary, Abu Thomas say let the judiciary not molest the power. Then they not abuse the power. Because CHRDI say their attention don't catch what I read for you so just now. Practice direction. Where the judiciary of Sierra Leone may issue. And then they say that they are inconsistent with the 1991 Constitution, where the Country in Criminal Procedure Act of 2024 and the National Drugs Control Act of 2008. The National Drugs Control Act of 2008, Section 7, grants judges them the power for sentence to life in prison for conviction under the section and to a minimum of 5 years. Then he sentence life in prison. Say you, because of what you do so, why should they lock you? Would they throw the key? Say Abadan, you know they come yonder. But however, then get a minimum of 5 years. Yeah? Now so they inside the Constitution. Furthermore, Section 14 of the Drugs Control Act, as enacted by Parliament, it make provision for suspended sentence for first-time offenders. So people will catch for the first time, then he say, okay, well, you know the first time the one you not try again. No, we not say na set up then set up you, but not try again. Because if you try again, if we lock you up, So first-time offenders, them, the law be kind of lenient with them. However, not anymore. Can I then catch you where it go 30 years? Yes. Section 76 of the Criminal Procedure Act of 2024 provide for bail even for pursuit kill. Then give them bail. And even for treason. And so CHRDI say then they give bail, provide for bail. And who say bail, then can oppose them. The prosecution can file an affidavit. Judges are expected to follow lawful directions. Who say then the acts of parliament they govern the same. Okay. And see the area. There they go. So because of what I read so for you just now, CHRDI they say this kind of a direction will come up from the Chief Justice. It overlook essential factors such as overcrowding and other social issues, and most importantly, the independence of the individual judges, were subject only to the Constitution. Now so CHRDI they say. The judge, okay, oh. Alright. At all times, the judiciary should promote fairness and justice. The emotional feelings of the few should not guide the judiciary. Wait, oh. Okay, no, they not see chubby yet. The big boss, they not see it. CHRDI, they say, una wait family. Imagine you get 300 or more people in prison for 30 years. It gets your security and economic implication for the state. He say we go welcome the government effort for fat drugs, but however, the effort should be within the framework of the law, not headline grabbing measures. We go contrary to the interest of justice. What do you see? Now this CHRDI, they say, you agree or you not agree? You reach there or you not reach there? Alright. Left to you. Let's go to Lawyers Society. Yes. Lawyers Society. Now why are they rights? Bar association. Oh, forget. I forget safe. I don't know how they call you now. Sorry. I know say I go to sleep. Sorry. Lawyers Society say the Lawyers Society of Sierra Leone welcome the robust national campaign against drug epidemic. We don't continue for diverse states we community them. Lawyers Society say unequivocally they are for states in solidarity with all branches and agencies of government in a determined effort for tackle, combat, rasul, ibdong, drug abuse and trafficking na the country. They recognize the profound threats where this kind of issue don't threaten we nation in social fabric and we country in tomorrow Bambai. However, the society want to emphasize that every action where government they take or government officials them and institution them strictly them for your reward where they come out na the constitution, because na the guarantee and the statutory. So almost like CHRDI, Lawyers Society they say judiciary now it's they go. I didn't know. Judiciary say but now wait. Police don't get gun. The military wait soon again. I ever got out helicopter. Judiciary then get sentencing. All ban the county. Now sentencing then gets. Okay? Now they go. The society they emphasize that every action taken by government or government officials and institution them therefore follow what the constitution say. The rule of law remains the bedrock of a democracy and must guide all anti-drug initiative for ensure justice, fairness, and effectiveness. Justice? Oh, okay. I forget. Now, Lawyer Society, I say, hey, justice, where justice they go? Who say justice they come out? Okay. Now, that's hook me throat. Alright. We'll continue with Lawyer Society. The society don't take note of the recent practice direction where the Chief Justice don issue concerning illegal production of drugs, distribution of drugs, and the use of drugs, purportedly in pursuant to the National Drug Control Act of 2008. That's all our society saying. While our society they appreciate the intent, the reason why they want to do this, for employ radical processes in critical area, our society say we have identified several concerns regarding its illegal foundation and implication. Una can't catch me na mi yes, una can't tell me. But una can't tell me what? Oda? But association say, in fact, una for listen to una. Then the fait for dissolve una. Una they tend for be a hard nut to crack. Una ready for rights. These ones, they call the rights. There they go. Okay. They say they don't see you. This practice direction, it derive the authority from specific statutory provision or rules of court's procedure. They say the Chief Justice wank out Lala Pinta business. Yes, now that you mean. La Krabu business. Alright. Regrettably, they say they're not able to discern any explicit legal basis within the National Drug Control Act of 2008 for the issuance of such direction. Well, that's here. When I give me small tilaka help on a loan for now. Okay. And I don't get money. On a pool. If we don't get money, I wanna contribute. Forget. Somebody there. Lordy go. We have not discerned any explicit legal basis for when I do this thing. No, not decide. Okay. Furthermore, the mandate that the drug-related matters be concluded exclusively in a high court. They say it contravene section 7D and 8 and E 8, 9, 10 and 89. Now then section then D. Now it contravene inside the National Drugs Control Act of 2008. Practice direction, however, is commendable, but if it be objective, cannot amend or override an enactment of Parliament. Because you know say that they say waiting in at the constitution already, waiting, I go say CHRDI and na don't waiting they pull come on do. They say you know the old water. The old water. Additionally, there were the rights. The direction stipulates on bail invoke section 76(1) of the Criminal Procedure Act of 2024. Effective threats all drug offenses as non-bailable in nature. This approach is inconsistent with the classification and penalties outlined in the National Drug Control Act of 2008. And it gets a potential for undermine the principle of proportionally in our justice system. Well, now that they make laws na parliament, so as it is right now, then they say the Chief Justice don't get right for the way he do so. Yes. The Chief Justice say, "Una hold me up. I dey chill." Say me not so. Now Edwina don't pull Pawoko. Oh, okay. Alright. On sentencing than another 30 years, while the society fully supports a firm stance against drug-related crime, but for endanger with crime that would endanger with society, we stress that judicial sentencing must be informed by a thorough evaluation of the evidence. Because then they look at like if I say, yeah, bruh. Yeah. You gotta explain tire evidence study about 30 years in the rob. Yes. So not of us say like the Abdul Fatoma or the Lawyer Society, not of us say then they against, but then lead to things them like now the law way they under the act, then can start as low as 5 years for sentence. But now they say no, not to 5 years again, at 30 years. Because something happened not too long ago. I feel to say that one the judiciary they try for fight against. You be get some people where Salon police be arrest. You remember that guy in Awatalo? I think Anita na him. Yes. Where we get different passports them. You remember him? Where MK Ali will say, well, now because he guilty, now he say no they talk. MK Ali say don't do thing there. Yes. Well, for one reason or the other, or one mysterious happening, some people ain't gonna court. Rumor through the walls get say them bribe boku money. Court be issue bail to them. Yes, then catch the bail so foot what I eat where I not give you. Now so then lick and set then none know they na salon again. Then none know they again. So when the word begin command do, somebody say hey na judiciary we be don't give them the people them. Judiciary say no. Now based on the evidence so Salon police carry it. Then they begin to go, hey, Salon police, judiciary, ha, Salon police, judiciary, ha. And judiciary say, okay, wait. And see, una say, now because them bail, now made them run away. December 1, no more bill. In fact, the list here now na 30 years. So me feel to say na that bad name what judiciary get, na judiciary they try for fet so right now. The bad name of them one name allegedly we know they na the country again, we don't run away, come on I do. Yeah, everybody put allegedly. Yes. So the judiciary they fet now, then go count 30 years. Then go count no more bail. So if according to rumors, allegedly, now so the walls they say then judges then collect money for give bail. Is everything? He say one judge the way see this time say, hey bo, this thing not fine. I be don't put in for that big boy as me personal car. And me now they don't put me say I mean they deal with some offenses so for do with drugs. I be don't say this time around myself must drive big boy. Who say na me digim? Na digim o. Aha. Na digim. So what the society they say? Law cannot because they write boku. In light of that observation, the society respectfully they call on the Chief Justice for make a review and reverse. Reverse? No, revise. Vex. Make a review and revise. Paddy, let's say like reverse. If you don't reverse, then put revise, but na reverse. Under revise. Where the revise sorti? Okay, where the reverse? No, you don't need to go back. Kusa start for reverse. So go bien. Aha. Revise this in practice direction for make it align fully with the existing legal framework. They also urge the allocation of adequate resources for make quick one, then go able for deal with them drug related cases them, and for ensure timely justice within constitutional bounds. The Chief Justice say, "I man go please them people now ba, man don't see how man for able for can make your name. I don't pass verdict. Now me verdict, master sabi people now they can now. Yes, all time them say they sabi. I see the Chief Justice they smile and they say that's it. Wink. Yeah. That's it. I. He said, look by association and not talking nothing. What you go talk? Okay. We get by association. We been get CHRDI. Do we have now? But well, last year by association talk. By association just fall in place. I see Francis Benkefala do an academy. Makedi setri pule. We go choke you if you call with it. Now they then do a paddy chill. Akenema. La lulu. The Law Society remain committed for partner with the judiciary and the law enforcement. They say they don't beg on a tailor and I can't join. By association and not green. By associations were wait. When I would have fed sooner now. Any side they go for let and give them paper and they agree they sit down for the paper bush. Last society. Now people they say when they give now not take out they don't fat spara. I they tell you what they say, okay. And they talk again. That's what I want to so. Okay. And other stakeholders them. In this vital national endeavor, our members stand ready to contribute expertise, training, and collaboration. Jesus say, now that them boy want fit who that one want again? Okay, so you. Collaborative initiative we go able for boost the rule of law inside the fight against the drug epidemic na salon. You there? Now the word that too. Na salon. La society. We don't read wetin and say. Aha. We don't read that. Judiciary. Judiciary say wetin? You say only listen yourself. Now beaucoup talk de départ. Listen self na only listen. Ah, obi no. Only say only listen. Look out Frito Mayor Emanuela. Emanuela been there na AYV. We don't know it's judiciary. Anyhow they want to sell the market today. We just say will tell you. Yeah? But one count Emanuela. Under the World Bank reports, the World Bank also concerned with the councils them, the local councils them. The World Bank concerned. So the mayor been there na AYV. Because he say this pauper business where local council they do. And things say that they try for weaken Freetown City Council. But listen.
Like myself, like Freetown City Council, are able to generate revenue. You have 21 other councils in the country. Councils who rely on government for 80 to 90% of their revenue will find themselves unable to function. So it is critical that government addresses the issues that were raised in the report.
World Bank reports the issue the way they raised it. He say it will finally government tackle the issue they need.
That they follow through with the recommendations, but that they also respect the space of council.
So if he say let them follow what in World Bank say, but again he said they need for respect council in space. What me to say, they don't respect them. That is not new. The first 5 years, it happened. This time around, well, then get a new way than they do them. Listen, no more now.
Because we're dealing with a challenge right now where our finance officer is being transferred.
The finance officer na Freetown City Council. Right now, then they pay budgets. A budget term this. Now in local council, no see no other term. But that the ten and go grab the finance officer. Na Freetown City Council then say come on first ba. Listen.
In the middle of the year-end processes and being replaced by the intention is to replace the finance officer of the capital city. The capital city with the biggest budget.
Yeah? FCC, oh yeah! The capital city with the biggest budget. They want to replace the finance officer. Who said they want to pull the other one?
With the most complicated systems.
So when I get complicated system, una go learn away come. Who said they want to pull her?
digital systems, replace that officer with a finance officer from Pujeon district.
Who's I said I want pull
A finance officer from Pujeon district.
Yeah. Right now the finance officer, the kind way make you face. Na me they talk again say because then they put me na Pujeon. For say na that boy be say business so be talk tigare nine this. Or they think say I not sabi the work. It say FCC complicated. It complicated. Finance officer. He said that they get the biggest budget and it complicated, but they can't pull posse come out all the way. The finance officer say, I go land. Me said I'm turn for the city. I go land.
Who's been there for 7 years, whose budget is 2 billion a year, who doesn't work on mob tax, doesn't work on PFM Smart. So you then begin to think to yourself,
wait, tell him back. The finance officer
is 2 billion a year.
No, the finance officer not to the money first way they play with.
Who's been there for 7 years.
Yes, the finance officer don't need it for 7 years. Yes, give it back.
With a finance officer from Pujeon district, who's been there for 7 years, whose budget is 2 billion a year, who doesn't work on mob tax, doesn't work on PFM Smart. So you then begin to think to yourself, if there is real commitment to the growth of local councils, to the financial performance of local councils, does that sort of transfer make sense?
Tamalamina say yes, it makes sense. He say not to you they choose. Now we they choose. Yes, una kinse una depa una budget here. Account officer na account officer. Where this cow na go land am? Una go land am. So the mayor they say no, them need for wait first, them for be that wait first after where they don't done them. No. We don't get time for that nonsense. This man need for come up with your leg and enjoy Christmas and freedom.
Or are these things being done with a political lens?
Talk back.
Does that sort of transfer make sense?
Is if the transfer makes sense or
are these things being done with a political lens?
So you answer the question, but you ask me if it makes sense on our politics.
Is this to destabilize Freetown City Council?
They want to destabilize you. But in a titi pain, you go wither the storm out and you team back king.
Because it doesn't seem like a logical move, but it's something that we've been discussing, we've raised up, and we are really continue to have that conversation. Because you can't say one thing and do another.
You're not able to say one thing, but what they do, not what they talk. I mean, they're not talking do. Okay, no, president, we're not talking do. Not to Tambalamina. Okay. About Fiji say, in the one that self, if the council are Pujeon, they ever get computer system day. Abra left, then get ya. Alright.
You can't say you want to see council strong and then you bring a finance officer, not even from one of the secondary cities, but from a rural district. So
secondary city like Kusai, Bo, Kenema, and they want. But then go take all the way to Pujeon. Okay.
That has never worked with the complex systems the Freetown City Council is working with.
It's saying go land. Pastor for now like a land on the job. But he say ain't ready for land. He say now begin take computer class safe. He say for refresh. Because they use computer, we say, but we don't teach small. But you know, begin take class for refresh your mind back. He said, see the mayor, they talk complex. Now numbers. What see they talk na numbers? Therefore, how the number how they subtract? If 150 million not get the work. Okay. Madame.
You want to insist on having that change during the most challenge. Everybody knows year ends is the most challenging time for the finance department. You want to impose that now? Is that about financial management? Is that about strengthening the local councils, or is this about weakening the local council? It strikes me that it's the latter.
Is that a weakening? It strikes me say now weak the one weaken the local council. Somebody Lamina say you are speak past to. Then they will pull under. Who they pull under? I only wait nothing. Only wait. But is that right though? In the why the rush? Why the rush? Tamalamina. Forget self.
Particularly given the level of energy that has gone into it.
Then energy for puller. Say wallahi udi pulandi.
Another point is that, you know, when we raise issues, the Local Government Act says the councils in Section 42, councils in collaboration with the local council, in collaboration with the Local Government Service Commission, are responsible for recruitment, for discipline, for retirement. It misses the word transfer, but it's clear that the heart of it.
The word transfer no they do, but they all for work together.
It's clear that the sentiment is these people coming to your council are working for you. You as the council must be involved in who comes to work for you.
You don't understand what the mayor they say, eh? Say themselves for involved and forget to say in this one. After you not to after self, we listen this. You need this one.
As it is now, as alone, my brother, this country is in trouble. This country is in doom. This country, economically, politically, socially, and all other aspects, this country is in doom. Everything is upside down. This country is sick. It's currently on a life supporting machine. We need people, we need energy, or else fire on the mountain.
That's what I can see. Because when they listen, it's like, okay, why you not able to work together? Being why?
Because you know what the work is. You know what needs to be done. You understand who's there. So if we have a situation such as we have now, where the councillors, the deputy mayor, myself, we've all expressed our dissatisfaction with the level of performance of the current CA, and we've written to the Local Government Service Commission to ask that he be transferred.
Listen, the mayor gets problem with the chief administrator. I think that they all them pull na watalo. Yes, because they all be the free tongue and send na watalo. Yeah? They say they work fine. They want let them transfer. They don't listen to Ramu. He say, who they want let them transfer? He say the chief administrator. He say, okay, wait. When are the account officer? Now we the transfer. It asks for the chief administrator for letting transfer. When an account officer, now we the transfer for you. Oh, okay.
I find it really bizarre that we have a situation where the Ministry of Local Government is stepping in and saying to the Local Government Service Commission, don't deal with it, we're handling it.
So when they complain, now Tamalamina go tell the Local Service Commission say, because na they the local councils and for go lay complain. Now I tell them say, no worry, we the handle la. Then they say, bofun fululu fulala. Okay.
We are here to build the councils in order to deliver services. If there are issues and there are challenges that are being seen in service delivery, they should be addressed, not through a political lens, not through eyes of control and power, but putting the residents of the city first. And I have, I think this is a conversation that needs to continue. Local councils, generally Locaso, we really see that this is an attempt of continuing to have decentralization in word only, on paper.
Because they don't say decentralized. It's not on paper no more. Now they talk. But in actual facts, for make it happen, abadang, they happen.
Because if your core staff, you have no input into who comes and who goes, and yet you're the one running the council, how can you just say somebody who has no experience, you who are the ministry, you haven't come to look at what we're doing, you haven't engaged us, you don't understand what's happening, you are standing miles away and instructing that this person comes here, that person goes there. It's not just me, Kanaun, Kenema, Cambia, they all have the same challenge.
But they don't complain. They say Kalaun, Gambia, then complain. Now you will hear complain. Now you will hear. Kalaun, Gambia, Kenema, call them back, man. Other than we themselves get the same problem. Call them back.
That this person comes here, that person goes there. It's not just me, Kalaun.
Now true. Emmanuel say on ourselves, when I get issue, we local council, the government.
Kenema
say let no mix video. Who need to get problem say first. Kenema say they need to get problem. They need to get problem. Kenema say we don't get problem. We don't know what they talk about. Cambia. They say we get problem. Oh, okay.
They all have the same challenge, and we're all talking about it. And we want to say,
okay, so una all, but you know the chair lady for there, or you know the mommy queen.
Government has a lot to do to improve its financial position. Focusing on destabilizing the local councils is not a good move.
Tamalamina. You say what thing?
The local councils.
No wait, what it Tamalamina this guy for do?
On destabilizing the local council. Improve its financial position. Focusing on destabilizing the local councils is not a good move.
He say not a good move. Let watch me why the score para. Yes. He say not a good move, Until now there, I ain't talking say not a good move.
Focusing on destabilizing the local councils is not a good move.
He saying the score ma. That's what Malamina say. Say the score.
Leave the local councils.
Tamalamina. Mami Queen say.
Leave the local councils.
He said I want you. Let you waiting.
Leave the local councils.
He said waiting. Let Malamina.
Leave the local councils.
He said like come up behind the local council. They not do you.
Leave the local councils.
He said like come up behind the local council. Lingo knock pots cover by you.
Leave the local councils.
He said Nelefa. What you gonna do about it?
To be able to run our affairs. That was the intention of the act.
I say the act I'm not my writer.
In collaboration, of course, with the Local Government Service Commission, but not in the reverse. Not in a situation where what we experience, we who are hands-on, we who are here, we who are living and understand what's going on in our councils, we're not consulted, we're not engaged, we're not informed. No.
He say you don't need for tell una. You need to talk. Say na cyborg. No talk. Oh, Okay.
That is not a recipe for success. It's a recipe for disaster. The World Bank's economic update gives a lot of food for thought.
Yes, World Bank. Robert back by the council.
But it gives a lot of work for government to do. At the same time, we as councils are impacted.
Remy just the answer. That Remy. Emmanuel, I left him for talk. Talk, yeah.
We can work together. We should work together. But we should do so in a way which strengthens the councils and doesn't weaken them at a time when the government's financial management services have been exposed as being weak.
Yes. That's what World Bank say. Weak. A feeble. Yeah, Mr. If I use big English. Yes. A question que foot snipe bout si map for all the body. But le big like man. Foot dry like kentik. Like broomstick. Weak. Lengi. I don't care what person say. But the local government ministry and Freetown City Council say them done. This mayor in town done. They not get for see one side. It left to you. If you think otherwise. But me they tell you say the time done. They not get for see one side. Then go kind of make them patap. Now they stop. Now they end. But in reality, le. Allo lo. Now so it go. Say go. Because this country is sick. You don't know. Alright. You know say come January wetin dem go to parliament e get for affect fuel we don talk am ya. Matthew DG bin dey na AIV. Remy shoot.
I know someone was telling me that whether the budget is going to affect fuel, whether fuel will be increasing or not, or it will stable with this budget, as well. So is it going to affect fuel especially? And
yes. You hear the answer? The budget it go affect fuel. What did Matthew DG say?
Fuel especially, and
yes. Yes. They say these are the people's budgets. Now for the poor people, they touch fuel. Now for the poor people, they touch fuel. Okay, can listen.
Well, we increased the excise on fuel, commodities in country, petroleum fuel, especially diesel and petrol, from about, currently it's about 2.4 leons per liter, 2.5 leons, and then we've increased that to 5 leons per liter.
100%. 100% increase dynamic. Yes, 2.4 leon, 2.5 leon, anyone now, 100%. So the same arguments where they be carried. We make them say, oh, diesel, petrol, all at the same price. But then say it don't change now. Anyway. Oh, 25 million, 23 million. I don't know. Wow, no. Anyway. The arguments say, then commercial people them, then they gain by the fuel. Now then they want punish. Then be doing back the same thing the last time. Honorable AKK Bitawana Parliament on this one. Say no. Now, Honorable Tawa say, so what they propose? He said, let them go find others. I let them left the fuel alone. I don't talk an eye back. It's like say the power government they no want peace per fuel. They no want peace per fuel. Because you sabi how they be did go with fuel. Wait, right now. Even today, I be try for check something about Sierra Leone, about it tell you say salon frequent forget shorting per fuel. It did. Now that name they don't give you say fuel. A frequent for shorting at the country. So it look like say because it don't say not to line, it don't say they not begin pulling say now APC then and then get the fuel, now then they try for sabotage, it don't say so then they look for way now say or they can't find them palava back. How I say so? Continue for listening.
For 2025. But the reason is not because we want people to switch to renewable, because we still know.
Now, who that call renewable kind Why didn't you even mention renewable? Say, okay, the reason where they can't put money per excise, not so because we let people and switch per renewable. Renewable they go side. Now it's country. Continue. That
we need fuel for our day-to-day commuting, vehicular transportation of goods across the country.
For buy fuel for generator. Okay.
But what has happened? We've opened and liberalized the space.
Listen, the arguments where it carries way to me. I try to look for the sense, but I'm able for Fenham. But them sit on a cabinet with President Build and sit on they agree for this thing. Yeah? How they sell the market to President Build able for green, me I don't know. But you gribber, but wait till they can't talk so. Say they don't open the market space for fuel.
To bring in fuel in country.
Yes. So more people they count fuel now in the country. That's fine.
In the past, we were just talking about 2 or 3 companies that were importing fuel in country. So they have that kind of control over the supply.
So it's CHRDI and be just 2 or 3 companies no more. So now then they control the supply. Way now.
And demand for fuel in the country, they can determine the price and stick to it. And it's difficult for government to influence.
Okay. Way now.
But now because it has been liberalized, we have so many other players that have come in. We found out that.
So now beaucoup people they don't come inside. So now we're able for shake table. Okay. So if more people they don't come inside, that means to say government still able to make more money without an increase. No, so by the same money where they make. Example, you get 3 people be the count 1,000. Yeah? Then for that 1,000 day, government be they make 500, 1,500. Because I say now more people But now we don't get 6 people They all back the count, they all 6 they count 1,000. And if government continue for take that and 500, government go get 3,000, they go double. But government say no. Because beaucoup people they don't can say now. When I tell who say for make money. But they already they make money because if according to what they tell we. Now just the same thing where the NRA boss be tell we say, oh, the construction industry they boom. Now I made them put tin in per cement because more people they buy cement. But if you left on that way they more people they buy cement, the tax still more tax they can't own now. Without una not increase them because the more people Why salon anything where so become more people don't come inside the petrol business? That one did they give una more money. Because if there be 3 example, I just give example 3 be they pay 500, then 1 5. So if we get 6 now, they all still they pay 500, it they go 3,000. Eh? Not so much money government they get. But government say no, it's still not do. We want more past than one day. Oh, I forget. Then get a special account for the pine fly one. Okay. Sorry. Dingy, continue.
We are now beginning to get the true value or cost of what it means to bring in fuel in country.
So now they get the true value of what it means for cow fuel at the country. Okay.
And we see that there is room for us to use that space because fuel is one of the most predictable revenue streams that you can get.
Yeah. He said they don't see say only day. Because fuel, you dey look at ping, you say, and this one, if you sell and so, would they get so? Predictable. So they don't sit down, they don't hide the fuel. They sell for the people. Oh. See we got for money now with the people. Now they don't put hyper. Eh? Now they put hyper. Okay.
Because when you compare the consumption, yes, the domestic consumption is there, but industrial consumption.
Yeah, industrial consumption. Because now the arguments now one day. Say, oh, they want them, then factory them, then mining company them. So we for suffer for mining company. Eh? So why would I not charge mining company their own fee? They want to charge we with own fee. Why the poor people for suffer for the mining company? Okay.
It's quite huge. It's over 60-65% of the volumes that come in country.
Yeah, they say so now the mining company them. Because 60 to 65% are mining. Now the factories them, the mining companies there, now then they use the fuel. Because lights not in the country, than a one. So they still they forget. You understand? You want to tell me say if lights in a country and companies then go left or go use the light and go buy fuel? Eh? Now you think so? You think so? They say 65% of the fuel in the country now then companies then they. Well, why they not find way for put inside seeing them by then company then where they no say they use fuel? They left with full. Then fair we get them back from the company them. Why they not find way? Instead, now we back they want punish, say because of mining companies or because of factories them. Meanwhile, now they don't get lights in the country. But they still come to say factory then they use more fuel. Let it make sense to you, ba? It makes sense? Eh? Okay, investor can in the country. He look and say, okay, una no get light, that's fine. Me I go buy fuel. What's fuel day? Now you no provide lights. Fine. Okay, they buy the fuel. Then you sit down back, they watch investor, they buy fuel, they buy fuel. He say, I they buy beaucoup fuel so. Oh, they can't the fuel, and you don't know they buy, huh? Well, they can't increase the fuel price safe. Because now you know more they go buy the fuel. They can't increase it. Eh? But when they increase it, not so the investor no more you want to. Now we the poor people and I they beat. We can investor, bo, they buy. Now we the beat. Yes. They be 3 bets say one. If I so, again, they be don't tell you say President Bio be there where they don't talk all this. He say they don't see the loophole where they say for go able get money, because this is all about raising revenue in country, domestic revenue, and he say feel predictable, Okay.
So when you target that as a source of tax income, it brings more predictability to the budget.
Yeah. We target fuel. Say I want money from that fuel. We target them. But you dey predict say by so time we don't sell this kind of a fuel, we dey get the money. We dey get her. Okay.
And now because you have so many players that are bringing in fuel, they are getting in at a lower cost.
It says so because so many players in the count fuel. So then they auction and give them because they beaucoup. And then they want to tell we. Talking back where?
And now because you have so many players that are bringing in fuel, they are getting in at a lower cost.
Balwa. Well, if they get a lower cost, on a reduced the price for uno. Eh? Hey, Papa God. I tell yourself. Okay.
So does it mean that we increasing the excise gonna pass on cost because there is competition now?
Yeah, you. Something that they sell to President Bill. Talk back bar. Say wanna go increase, they no go pass the cost to we. Talk
Cost. So does it mean that we increasing the excise gonna pass on cost because there is competition now?
So what's who's guaranteed? It say because they don't boku. When they increase the excise cost by them, it don't mean to say they go pass the cost to we. In Sierra Leone, then they defend whose side, then they can't get go with them. Now they defend. Because me, you know, say, they get for increaser. Me, you know that. Oh, you don't know? I will wait. Then they put up a ma. Well, now that they na be them problem the last time. Where government want for take their money, then the companies then say, okay, but una they can losses for una. Finally, where government agree, now no you palava again. They don't count the same talk back now. Say, una believe say they go pass on the cost. You think to say the businessman ready for take the loss? You say because them boku, would they wait for una?
So right across the market, players want to compete for the limited demand that is out there.
So you saying a limited demand na indi. Then boku pass we. You go learn. You go learn. Okay.
So we think it's the right time when you look at what's happening in the sub-region.
They don't come back to sub-region. They say they think to say na the right time this for increase them. That way they look Ghana, Guinea, Ivory Coast. Then they get lights. Who no get? Now make the companies then rely on fuel. Now make houses then rely on fuel. And say no, they use the companies then 65% and then they use them. Okay.
In terms of fuel prices and the projections for 2026, we see that likely Platts prices will continue to go down.
So I wanna know it's like go down. They say likely sometime it go down. The Platts price. Okay, we left down the to Balwa. Now we left Anto.
So we think the effects will almost be neutral, but governments will gain in terms of additional revenue collect from the excise.
the effects go be neutral. I mean to say they not go put some money, but government ain't go gain. Na lie. Not so true. As them begin charge that excise so when they increase an 100%, because say right now they 2.4, 2.5, then they count down to 5. 100%. As them begin so, first of all, me another out them one day. They not care if na old stock then gets instant, then they begin for charge. Yeah? Instant, then they begin charge. I dey wait. If government get for council say, oh, we can give, we can give subsidies per fuel. I dey wait. Oh my God. We don't see we own. We don't see we own, yeah? If you not do, you do. Man, but me and you will get common understanding. You understand, eh? I able break and down for you. Understand fine, eh? They say more people they don't come. We mean to say then go get more, but then say we want increase them because one get past way through the get safe. Yes. I say, no worry, not so better, but I want to get percent, but not so better. Sometimes safe. They not go even put snat in the salon business, man. In and go take losses for order. He say, wallahi, it dey pass on. And say, in fact, no, 65% safe, and then factory then they use them. Then you not give the factory light. Factory go gladdy for they can buy fuel. Wait for use the head side cheaper pass for buy the fuel. As if you get the head side where they destroy appliances, they're normal now. Eh? What see we do power them? What see we do there? What person they talk now? Then we see that. Eh? Then they oppose. And you don't see nothing wrong with this. You no problem. If you don't see nothing wrong with this, one day they go touch fuel. What about the ketchup, the tomato paste? We don't do it. You get back and say, oh, they subsidize fuel. Eh? Okay. Let's go there, prayer. Because whatever we do them, this beats, this sup, you do so.